Do I see 82, 83?
83, yeah. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here today. I'm so happy to see familiar faces and a lot of new faces. Just a heads up, we are recording this meeting and we will be putting it on our team YouTube later so that people who weren't able to make it can watch. So if you don't want the chance of being seen, keep your video off. Also, just as normal Zoom etiquette, stay on mute unless you have questions. You can also ask questions in the chat and we'll answer them at the end of the presentation. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. First, we're gonna have our leads introduce ourselves. So my name is Shelby Cherkis. I'm the director of Aragon Robotics, and I'm a senior, and I've been on this team since I was a freshman.
My name is Taylor Rokola. I am the marketing captain. I'm also a senior, and I have been on the team since I was a sophomore.
Hi everyone, I'm Rohan. I'm a junior, finance captain of Aragon Robotics for this year, and I've been on the team for the last 2 years since I was a freshman.
Hi, my name is Andrea Samigo. I am the outreach captain for this year, and I'm a sophomore, and I've been on the team since my freshman year.
Hello, my name is Aaron Wong. I am a senior. I've been on the team since my freshman year, and I'm the FTC team captain.
Hi, my name is Farah Yi, and I'm currently a junior at Aragon High School. I am the FRC co-captain, and I'm in charge of operations.
Hi, my name is Kieran Swami. I started in my freshman year. I am the FRC captain. I'm co-captain with Farah, and I'm the technical captain.
We're all really excited to work with you this year. And of course, we have our mentors who can also go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Craig Sipple. I teach math at Aragon, as well as am the faculty advisor for the robotics team. And this is my 5th year with Aragon Robotics.
Hi, my name is Gary Chu, Mr. Chu, and I've been with Aragon Robotics for the past 13 years. I have a background in process automation to R&D, and I have an electrical mechanical background. And I do woodworking to machining, and bottom line is, you guys are the future, so you make it what you want. And you learn by doing how things work and taking things apart and building robots. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Chu. I'll introduce myself. My name is Brian Huang. I'm one of the adult mentors of the Aragon Robotics team. I'm also the, paper coach of the FTC team. And I say paper coach because that's really a name only. The team really is a student-led organization. They pretty much do everything. They just need some 1 over 18 to be legally signing off on them, and that's why I call myself a paper coach. They really do all of the work. Eric?
Thank you, Mr. Wong. My name is Eric Adala, and I've been a mentor with Aragon Robotics this is my 4th year. And as everybody stated, it is run by the students for the most part. We do give some guidance. I primarily focus on the business side, the organizational management, funding, finance side of the equation. It does take money to run this, and so proud of everything that they've accomplished the last 3 years. Looking forward to seeing what they can do this year, obviously under even more adverse circumstances, but this is a great opportunity for everybody to really figure out how to deal with a real world problem. And with what Mr. Chu said before is absolutely correct. It's a great opportunity for hands-on experience with putting things together and taking them apart. That's the way to learn.
Hi, my name is Eduardo San Miguel, and I am one of the FRC 840 and business mentors on the team. I've been with the team, I believe this technically would be my 6th year, 4 years as a student, and now my 2nd year as a mentor. Being on this team is a great learning experience for everyone. There's a lot of things you can learn anywhere from the mechanical and electrical and programming aspects to the business planning and project management side of things. So a lot of opportunities here for everyone to have. Can't wait to work with all of you guys. Best of luck.
And we do have one other mentor, Lila, who is not here right now. So basically today we're going to tell you a little bit about our organization and a lot about what we are planning to do this fall and how you can join and become a part of it.
So we are our first organization, and FIRST, which stands for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology, is a global robotics program which holds competitions for students of almost all ages. And FIRST operates competitions in their main three programs, FRC, FTC, and FLO, which full names are on screen. And they have over 70,000 teams in those three competitions. So FIRST further aims to help students like kickstart their careers in STEM and increase diverse education in that field. So although COVID disrupted competitions last year, some competitions will still be hosted online, with further information being released later in the year. Gracious professionalism, respect, and kindness are all part of the FIRST ethos, and through maintaining it promotes like leadership and cooperation in professional settings later on. So Aragon Robotics has both an FRC team and an FTC team, with both attending competitions throughout the year, engaging in learning in all aspects of robotics.
So a little bit about our team history. You can tell by our relatively low team numbers that our team is really old. We've been in existence since 2001. We were founded by a small group of Aragon students that has just gradually grown every year since then. We competed with FRC 840 until 2015. And then at that time we added FTC teams. We have 4345, and then we have a few other numbers under our name as well. And then in 2018, we decided to bring back our FRC program, and we've now had 2 FRC seasons. Only one of them we got to actually compete in. And then 2019 and 2020 was a very exciting year. Early in 2019, our FRC team got to compete at Silicon Valley Regional and San Francisco Regional. And later in 2019 and in early 2020, our FTC team had some great success. We qualified for regionals at NorCal Regionals, and it was a great experience. So that's a little bit about our history. So why you should join. We're gonna have each of our leads give about one sentence about their favorite thing about Aragon Robotics to convince you why you should join. My favorite thing about Aragon Robotics is all the awesome people I've gotten to work with.
My favorite part of Aragon Robotics is participating in outreach and getting to see how we can impact our community by teaching STEM.
My favorite part of Aragon Robotics is probably the amazing sense of community that just naturally builds up from working with the same people for so many hours and so many months.
My favorite part of Aragon Robotics is the community and all the friendships you make, and how we really are a team and we really work together really well.
So my favorite part of Aragon Robotics is the ability to work with others and lead a team in completing a robot, and enjoying the ability to compete against teams across the world.
My favorite thing about Aragon Robotics would also be the people that I meet. I also really enjoy teaching others about CAD.
My favorite thing about robotics and ART is the fact that we have such a big community, and also learning new things, like with new community, like everybody who joins somehow brings a new thing to learn about, and it's amazing to see what they have to know.
Yeah, so just to reiterate what some of our leads said, the major reasons why you should join this team are, of course, engineering and business experience. If you join this team, you'll learn so many skills that you didn't have before in so many different sub-teams. We also have great community and spirit. You can see a lot of these pictures here that really capture the energy of this team, you know, within our school community and at competitions. It's just a really fun and happy and enthusiastic place to be. Also, I think for all of us, more than anything else, we've learned workplace skills and how to collaborate with each other, which is really important. You kind of get a lot of responsibility to manage your own deadlines and make sure things are getting done. So those are some really valuable skills. Also, of course, within our team, we have leadership opportunities, and those are not just the captain positions that we have who are presenting to you guys today. There's also sub-team leads, and students can run events and take leadership roles on so many different things within our team. And of course, competing is so much fun, especially in a year when sports are pushed back. This is a way that you can still get that thrill of competition and making the best thing possible to win.
So what the season looks like for us is, so during this time, usually part of this year, we have fall training. And as this is happening, we usually have, FTC usually has their kickoff in their season. And then FRC starts in the beginning of the year, and they will start from January and work all the way up to the competition. And then once that's done, there is off-season time where we get to learn, either work on more skills or work on other projects that we've wanted to do.
For our schedule for fall training, Mondays from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. there is business training. Tuesdays from 3:30 to 5:30 is our first technical training day. And then for veterans on Wednesdays, it is optional. It's basically time for veterans to work on other projects they have, for time for the leads to check in with each other, work on their own projects, and it's just some extra time so that our veterans can work on some stuff. On Thursdays from 3:30 to 5:30, we have our second technical training day, which is also some time for our business team to work on extra projects. And we have bi-weekly guest speakers, and our first one is starting on the 17th. Yeah.
So as Andrea kind of talked about with the times for training, we have a few options for which trainings you can participate in. So we have business training on Mondays, which if you participate in, you will learn marketing, outreach, and finance. And then if you participate in the technical training, you will get versed in all of the technical parts of our team, which happens 2 days a week. And then we have a third option, which we made this year, where because we staggered our training days, you can participate in both technical and business training. So if you choose this option, you will be able to kind of understand all aspects of robotics and potentially be a better leader of the team. So we kind of recommend doing both just so you can get like a full understanding, but you could also just do business or technical.
So sort of the procedure for how meetings are going to work in the virtual world is you'll log on to the Zoom link and make sure to have your video on, of course. We're going to need you to keep your video on during meetings. The beginning of the meeting, we're going to go over some important announcements and maybe play some icebreakers so people can get to know each other. And then we'll go into about 20 minutes of presentation, and that can be either, again, business or technical, or both if you choose to participate in both. We're going to be presenting to you some new topic or some new project or some new activity for you guys to work on. And then the remaining time, the main focus of the robotics meeting is going to be on hands-on work, so you guys can experience working for yourself on these projects and these activities. And those will be in small individual breakout room groups. And then, of course, at the end, we'll all come back to the main session and we'll debrief what we went over for the day.
So for business training this year, our business members will learn how to do finance, marketing, and outreach. So this means being able to write grants, make spreadsheets. It also means doing graphic design, creating our merch, and managing our social media. And then also public speaking and planning events. So we're going to have our business members be able to do all parts of business, not just finance, marketing, or outreach.
All right, so technical training. This year we are planning to focus on CAD, programming, and electrical training. For CAD training, we will be learning off of a platform called Onshape, which is web browser based and very good for collaborative work. For programming, it will be led by our wonderful programming team, and people can learn how to code in Java. And for electrical training, we'll be covering some basic electronics components like motors, motor controllers, how to incorporate them into your design. And this will probably come after we learn some basic CAD.
Even though we can't actually have anyone in person throughout the fall, we are really excited about teaching CAD, which is basically a way that you can build anything you want within an online environment. So we'll be focusing a lot on that.
So along with all of our wonderful training, there are additional opportunities such as guest speakers. Like I mentioned before, we are having bi-weekly guest speakers starting on September 17th with Dr. Holgan. There's a lot of opportunities. People will be coming, well, virtually from NASA, Berkeley, Google. So there's a lot of opportunities for that. We also have outreach events planned, like some workshops, some classes, and we do encourage everyone to go to outreach events to not only present, but to also experience and learn more. We also have team bonding and movie nights. Of course, everything will be virtual, but we really want our team to be connected, especially during this time.
Okay, so there are two different teams for robotics. One is FTC, one is FRC. I'll be explaining FRC. So we generally have around 50 members, and our build season is during the spring. As Kieran said, it's from January to around April or March. And our robot is 28 by 38 by 60 inches, and our playing field is 27 by 54 feet. So the robots that we build are generally pretty big. And this year is that after you go through technical training in the fall, you will be doing applications and interviews during the winter to officially join the FRC build team.
So the FTC season starts this fall. It's actually starting in a couple of weeks, and we have a 15-member cap. Although this doesn't mean we're the varsity team. We do a lot of our work in the fall, but we are really an all-year program. And if you are interested in applying to FTC, if you're a sophomore or a freshman, then complete the sign-up process, which we will explain later, and join Discord and look out for the links that we're going to send about FTC.
And just to clarify, we're going to take everyone for fall training, but that doesn't guarantee you a spot on one of our build teams. So there will be a reapplication in the fall to join build team in January for FRC. All right, so looking ahead, here are some things that we have to look forward to besides virtual training, which I hope you guys are all looking forward to now. Hopefully at some point later in this semester or next semester, we will have the option for some in-person training where you can finally actually, use tools and put things together and get acquainted with our shop, which we have at Aragon. And of course, FTC has our virtual fall season where we'll be doing mostly remote competitions. And then after FRC kickoff in the spring, we assume that there will be the option for virtual events with the possibility for some in-person competitions. And of course, we're also hoping that later in the year, we have the chance to do some in-person outreach and take some field trips like we normally do during the year. Okay, so how to join. First of all, screenshot this slide or jot down this link really quick. This is the link to the sign-up documents. So if you click on that link, you'll see a few steps on how to join. It basically outlines these 4 steps on here. So first, you'll have to review all of our forms. We have a member contract that outlines behavioral expectations and online etiquette and all of that. And then there's also a parental consent and waiver form, shop safety contract, and computer lab policy. Even though we won't be in the shop or computer lab at this point, we make sure that all parents sign those forms in case we do end up back in person at some point. And then there's a sign up form where we collect a bunch of information about you so that we can get to know you and have your contact information on hand. So that sign up form will take about 20 minutes and you will digitally sign all of the forms listed above. And then the student will get to join our new Discord server and they will introduce themselves. And then we will cross-check their introduction on Discord with their sign-up form, make sure everything is done, and then we'll give them roles on the Discord and they'll be official members of our team. So one last thing, for those of you who are returning families, you know that typically in the beginning of the year, we ask for membership donations. However, because of COVID and since we can only offer virtual training at this time, we're not asking for a suggested donation right now, but we are planning to get set up a virtual donation system with the district in the next coming weeks. So we will ask that if anyone is able to donate, we still, it's still a suggested donation. So if you do join the team, you'll get more information about that later. And as it says here, all of these sign-up forms are due Thursday, September 10th at 3:30 p.m. That's not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. And that Thursday at 3:30 p.m., we'll be having our first official team meeting where we'll do some team bonding and icebreakers and fun things like that. So make sure you fill out the sign-up forms by then if you want to join the team. And if you're interested in joining FTC, as Aaron said, sign up before that so you can see the interview information and the additional application for that. But yeah, feel free to sign up as soon as you want. The sign up information is all ready to go at this link. Upcoming dates and deadlines. This Thursday, we will be having a quick meeting. The Zoom link will be on the Discord if you've joined by then, and if not, it'll be on the Aragon Robotics website, and we might be able to get it up on Canvas by then as well. But we're just gonna kind of introduce the sub-teams. So if you're not quite sure yet whether you wanna do business or technical, or if you wanna try both, or if you want to apply for FTC, we'll give you a bunch of information about that. We'll also talk about programming training more there and a bunch of other things. And we'll play some games and then we'll have a lot of time for questions. If you guys have any more questions or concerns about joining the team, that'll be this Thursday. And then next Monday, there's no robotics because it's Labor Day. And then the following Thursday, that's when forms are due. And like I said, that'll be our first all-team meeting. And then the following Monday, September 14th, that's our official first day of training. So it'll start with business training on that day. And then the 15th, that Tuesday, will be technical training. And our first guest speaker is on Thursday, the 17th. She's from NASA and she's worked on the Mars rovers. So that should be really exciting. All right, so that concludes our presentation. I left the link here at the bottom so that you guys can make sure you have that for the sign up information. That'll also be on the website shortly. And feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions or ask questions in the chat and we will answer them.
Hey, Shelby, I think there's a question on the chat.
Yeah, I see.
We can start
So
with
the
that.
first question is, do returning members have to fill out all the forms again? Yes, all returning members do have to fill out the forms again. It's not too much. It's just some contact information and of course signing all of our contracts. We do need those to be renewed every year, especially since the member contract has some modifications this year.
And I should mention that we're going digital this year with our forms. So previously we had done paper copies, and so this year we're going with Google Forms so that we have a digital record of everything. So for that reason as well, we would need returning members to fill it out so we can get it digitally.
Are there any other questions? Okay, and then as you see at the bottom of this, you can contact us. The best way to get in touch with us is aragonroboticsteam@gmail.com. And that's the best way to get in touch with our leads and mentors. We are all checking that email and making sure we don't miss anything. And then you can check out our website and also follow us on Instagram @Aragon Robotics. Okay, a couple more questions. What if you cannot make every technical meeting? So you can talk to us about that, but that might mean that maybe you should do business training, or you might have extra time to come in on Wednesdays and work on extra things that you missed. But yeah, message one of the leads on Discord and we can talk to you about that.
Shelby, maybe you can cover a little bit about the attendance policy though, right? Like,
Yes.
what is the expectation?
So the expectation is that if you commit to training, you are there. Obviously, we don't want people signing up for the team and then not showing up for meetings. So basically, if you miss 2 meetings without letting us know, we will not let you into more meetings. You'll be kicked from the team because we do, we are hoping to accommodate a lot of members and we do want people to be committed. In addition, if you don't behave, if you're disrespectful, everything like that, that'll result in, strikes and then being kicked off the team. There are no prerequisites for joining technical training. We expect everyone to come in with no experience. When I joined this team, I didn't even know what a screwdriver was. So yeah, we expect everyone to come in with no experience, and then we will cater to the level of the team members that we do have, but there's no prerequisites.
And Shelby, I think there's a question about members. How many members?
Yeah. How many members did we have last year? Officially, we had about 72 members. I'd say about 10 of them were on business, 15 were on FTC, and then the rest of them were on the FRC programming or build team. Not everyone participated as much as we would have hoped last year, but we did accommodate a big team. So we're planning to do that again. How to tell the team if you cannot make a meeting. Once you join the Discord, you'll see all of the rules and guidelines for that. But basically, you can just private message one of the leads on Discord, and we'll make sure we keep track of that.
All right, so Annie also had a question, which was, do team members have time to participate in other extracurricular activities such as sports? So it really depends on the season as well as which team you end up joining. I did FRC and I also did badminton, and I can tell you for sure, like, it was very hectic and some of the times I barely had time for homework. It really depends on how good your time management skills are. But yeah, if you decide to do sports, you might have a bit of difficulty coming to robotics meetings. So just keep that in mind.
We had another question about the Discord. So you may have heard me referring to that. That is our communications. That's our primary communication network for the team members. We'll be communicating with parents majorly through email. But for students, it's similar to Slack, if any of you guys know that. It's basically either a web-based or an app-based application where we can communicate with each other pretty easily. So that's what we use. Any other questions? Okay, thank you guys so much. You can always reach out to us at aragonroboticsteam@gmail.com if you have any questions, and hopefully students, we will see you guys on Thursday at 3:30 to get more information about joining our team. Okay, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.